There is a sentence police officers say many times a day, and it has a strange property. It is only ever said to people who are not suspected of anything. You're not in any trouble. A knock at the door. There's been an incident in the area. A neighbor, a car, something at the end of the street. They just need a quick word. And then the 5 words, warm and reassuring. Don't worry, you're not in any trouble. And here is the strange thing. When an officer says it, it is usually true. You are not in any trouble at that moment because those 5 words are a description of now. They are not a promise about later. And the gap between those two things is what this whole video is about. So I'm going to show you what the sentence is actually doing, the train sequence it opens, the exact moment the rules can change around you mid-con conversation, and the one question that keeps you helpful and safe at the same time. My name is Oliver Bennett. I'm a criminal defense solicitor, and I've spent 15 years in police stations and courtrooms in England and Wales. This is general information about the law in England and Wales. It's not legal advice, and I'm not your solicitor. If something has already happened to you, get one. And before I take a single thing apart, the honest half. Because without it, this video would make you a worse citizen, not a safer one. Witnesses matter. Cases collapse without them. Most doorstep conversations with police are precisely what they claim to be. Somebody gathering facts about something you saw, and your account genuinely helps. So, this video is not never talk to the police. It is about the difference between helping, which you should, and volunteering yourself, which is a different activity that happens to use the same words. Now, the machinery, because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. In England and Wales, the protective rules attached to suspects. A suspect must be cautioned, formally warned before questions, that their words can be used in evidence. That warning is a protection. It tells you the conversation has stakes. A witness gets no caution because nothing is suspected. It is just a chat. Friendly, informal, no warning at all. And here is the part almost nobody puts together. Everything said in that friendly, unwarned chat is fully usable. The absence of a caution does not make your words safe. It means nobody was required to warn you yet. So the same doorstep holds 2 completely different conversations under 2 different rulebooks, and which one you are in depends on a single word suspected. One more piece of machinery before I show you the sequence, and it is the piece that decides cases. Weeks from now, you will remember the gist of what you said on that doorstep. The record will have the words, and if the matter ever goes anywhere, it is the record that gets read out, not your gist, and your early account becomes the benchmark. Everything you say afterwards, in a statement, in an interview, months later, gets laid alongside it. Where the two differ, nobody writes memory is imperfect. They write inconsistent. That is the asymmetry at the heart of the doorstep chat. It is spoken casually and compared forensically. You are drafting a document out loud without noticing, and the other party knows it is a document. Now, watch how the sequence actually runs. 3 moves, usually in this order. Move 1, you're not in any trouble. The guard drops. And notice, it costs the officer nothing because it is true. You are currently classified as a witness. The sentence simply describes your file. Move 2, just tell us what happened in your own words. That phrase, in your own words, is doing real work. It is an invitation to narrate freely. No caution because none is required. You are a witness, remember, and your account goes into a notebook or onto a body-worn camera. All of it. Where you were, who you were with, what you saw, what you did next. Freely offered, accurately recorded, fully usable. Move 3. Sometimes days later, would you come in and help us with our inquiries? The voluntary interview. Still no arrest. Still friendly. And this is the room where classifications get revisited. And notice who this sequence is built for. Not hardened criminals. They know the room and they say nothing. It is built for decent people because decent people narrate. You have nothing to hide, so you talk. You want to be useful, So you guess at times you do not actually remember. You want the officer to like you, so you keep going when the sensible thing is to stop. Your decency is doing the work. And the conversation is not symmetrical. The person on your step has had this exact chat 1,000 times and knows precisely what is worth writing down. You are having it for the first time in your slippers, with the dinner going cold. That is not a fair exchange of information. It was never meant to be. So when does the rule book change? There is a real threshold, and it matters that you know where it sits. Under the police code,